Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Let It Rip Sports Show. Uh, today's this whole entire week actually has been a hard week for us in the Raider Nation. You know, we lost a legend in Kenny the Stabler, Kenny the Snake, and obviously I never saw him play, but I remember the first time I saw a replay of the old games because I started watching the Oakland Raiders in the early '90s. The first player I ever saw who I just fell in love with was Napoleon Coffin. When I saw that man, I thought that man was a beast. But when I started to learn more about the history of the Raiders and see how we became the team of decades and just win, baby, I saw Kenny Stabler. And I remember it was some '70s game. I can't remember the exact game, but I saw this guy on the sideline, long, shaggy hair, full beard. I'm just like, who is this? Is this the quarterback? And he's left-handed too. And then I saw him play, and he could scramble. He just made all these ridiculous throws. And I started learning more about the lore that is Kenny Stabler. And this one quote literally personified it for me. It's a famous quote by him. He's like, "What's wrong with reading the game plan by the light of a jukebox?" I mean, that just sums it up. Like, he personified what it is to be a Raider. We party, we do what we need to do, but when it comes time to the game, we make plays. And Kenny Stabler, he was clutch. He was a clutchman, everyone talks about the sea of hands and ghost to the post and holy roller, but he had so many other clutch games that were just in the regular season. And Ted Kendricks, a teammate of his, mentioned one where they're down by 32 or 35 to 7 against New Orleans, and they went into halftime. And they came back and they won the game 42 to 37, I believe. And I'm just like, crazy. So it's a sad day that we lose a legend like that. And I can't say that he didn't do everything he set out to do, because he seemed like a guy, based on his quotes and based on the film that I saw of the man, that he lived a great life and an adventurous life. But all Raiders live adventurous lives. That's part of the code of being a Raider. But condolences to his family, condolences to all the people who knew him. I know he'll be having a good time in heaven and watching us win the Super Bowl this year. Yes, Raider fans, yes, football fans all across the globe. I said it. The Raiders will win the Super Bowl this year. Mark me down. But before I end this video, I just want to get something off my chest that annoys me. Because why is it only now that people are bringing back the fact that Kenny Stabler should be in the NFL Hall of Fame? Why do you have to wait till the man has died to give him his recognition? I mean, kudos if he does get in the Hall of Fame next year or the year after that. But come on, guys. Like, this man he put up great numbers in a decade that was dominated basically by the Steelers, the Dolphins. He had a great winning percentage. I mean, why are you taking this long to give this man his due credit? That just what gets on my nerves. I'm watching all the NFL Network and ESPN. They're all talking about, we should talk about this man Kenny Stabler being in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, where was this conversation 5 years ago or 10 years ago? It's just sad that you have to wait until a man's dead to give him his proper due. But I hope he gets in. That's all I'm going to say. But again, condolences to the family, to the Raider Nation. He was a legend, ladies and gentlemen. He was a legend. So, rest in peace, Kenny Stabler. Thank you for watching this video, and please feel free, old Raiders, new Raiders, or in between Raiders, leave comments and see if any games that you've watched or saw highlights of that personify Kenny Stabler's legacy. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Let It Rip Sports Show. And as always, I'm your host, Eldridge Bell II.